I'm Barbara O'Hara. I'm the broker-owner of NorthStar Real Estate in North Attleboro, Massachusetts. I also live in North Attleboro. You know, it's home. It's a great community. I knew that once I was through with school and met my husband that I would want to resettle back here. This is the place I wanted to raise my family. So usually when we meet people for the first time and they're coming to see a home, if they're not from the area, their first question is, how are the schools here? For young people hoping to start a family or people that already have children, they want to know. They've already done their homework and they use that information to determine what towns they'll actually consider living in. They look at test scores, they look at rankings. You know, typically in Massachusetts, the towns with the higher scores are also the ones with the higher taxes and the higher property values. So when people move to a community, there's certain things that they want. Safety, of course, library, accredited libraries, open space, retail opportunities, and schools, of course. So those other factors, what they do is they allow a wider range of people to consider your town if you can offer those things. If you don't offer them, then people will start looking to other communities that do. In the last 5 years, I looked at a couple of surrounding towns to see the difference in growth that we see on our average home values. And what we've seen is that while all the communities have grown, North Attleboro has grown at a slower rate than surrounding communities. Plainville, Foxborough, Mansfield, their property values are increasing at a greater rate than we are. You do see people from here inquiring about those other towns and considering them to move to because they offer more than we do. Those towns do have a higher tax rate and they do spend more per pupil, but people are willing to pay those higher rates in order to get a return on the school and the town amenities. First, location. We have great access to all the major highways. You can get to and from almost everywhere in Massachusetts from North Attleboro very easily. For businesses, that's a huge plus. For residents that need to commute to either Providence or Boston, it's a great place to be, easy access. Some of the surrounding towns have train stations, so it's a great place to be without having to pay city prices. I think really for me and for most of the people that I know here, it's the sense of community. North Attleboro has always been such a supportive community. People rise above when one of our neighbors needs help or one of our neighbors has something to celebrate. It's an awesome place to be. We have a lot to offer in town. The World War I Memorial Park is a great resource for recreation. We have the World War II Memorial Pool, which is a great resource for people in the summertime. We have most recently reminded how great our electric department is. It's so funny when I talk to people about a utility company being a benefit to owning a home in this town. We have the Downtown Associates who are committed to revitalizing downtown. Great organizations like Keep North Attleboro Beautiful that help keep the area picked up. Just many of the reasons that people choose to live here. I've had a few people reach out and express that if the override does not pass, they would like me to put their house on the market, that they're going to start looking to other towns that can provide the resources that they're looking for their family. Most of the people that I hear from have children that are school-aged, that are just fearful of what's going to happen, you know, in the future for their kids. It will allow us to continue to support the programs that people want to see in their town, certainly support the schools, keep our ratings high, keep people interested in living in North Attleboro so their kids can attend our schools. It will allow people, it will appeal to a broader range of people that want to live here. And the more people that want to live here, the higher the property values will be. For the most part, the people I've talked to that have children in schools are all for it. I think it becomes more challenging when people don't have kids in schools, or they have a history here and they're not pleased with the way things have gone. And I try to encourage them to get the details, understand that we have new leadership in place, there's a plan in place, and that it's not just about the schools, it's about the community overall. And I think that for the most part, it's been one of those, what's good for my neighbor is good for me. And I think we need to regroup with that kind of community spirit.